friends, and welcome back. I hope you're all doing well. This is a little bit of a spontaneous video because I've really been in the mood to go for a photo walk, and I was actually meant to go for a little photo walk with an Instagram friend, was it a week or two ago, but I wasn't feeling really well, and I think ever since then I've just really been craving to go out for a walk by myself. I often either listen to some music or an audiobook, and I just wander around looking for nice little photo opportunities. I really haven't been sharing very much on Instagram lately, and I've been kind of neglecting that. So I'm really in the mood today. Hopefully that's okay. I've just thrown my hair up because it is a rainy day, and that's one of the reasons I thought it might be fun to film, because I had someone message me probably last year asking for more rainy day or rainy walks around Edinburgh, and I was like, yeah, sure, definitely. And then I realised the older I get, I actually don't love being out in the rain as much as I used to anymore. So it's only when the whim takes me, like today. So I thought this would be the perfect opportunity to bring you along. I don't think it's currently raining. Oh no, it is, but it's not heavy. It's more of a drizzling at the moment. So I think we're definitely going to wear my favourite raincoat. I'm just not sure. I think we're going to go... I think we're going to go with my trusty Jack Murphy, one of my favourite coats, and a really good for rainy weather. I have a slightly bigger one as well, but I think this is what I'm feeling like today. So let's go for that. And then I actually have a stormproof brolly and I broke it one day taking it up to Edinburgh Castle on the windiest day. It's supposed to be windproof or whatever. Yeah, definitely not Scottish windproof, that's for sure. But it still works. It's just a little bit, yeah, it's not as reliable as it once was. I'm really looking forward to it. I cannot remember the last day I was out in the rain voluntarily. I was out in the rain yesterday, but that was on the walk to church, and me and Rachel got caught in the rain. So I think I'm good. Brolly, got my bag, and I might stop at a little cafe. I popped a book in my bag. I'm still reading Of Mice and Men. That's kind of my out and about book because it's so thin and light, but I've not finished it yet. So maybe today, if we go to a coffee shop together, I can finish reading that maybe, or get a good chunk of it read. So that's the plan for today. Basically, I have no plan other than my camera, me, you guys, my brolly, and a little wander around Edinburgh. At the moment, I'm thinking Old Town because I just love when the cobbles are all wet and glistening, and it's just so pretty. But at the same time, with it being summer in Edinburgh, it is super busy with tourists, so we'll see how busy it is. Anyway, let's get going. Still raining, and I'm actually just really enjoying myself. Just cutting through Waverley. Hopefully you can hear me. Just a little shortcut out of the rain for a bit. So I think I've reached the sort of drowned rat phase of my walk and would really love a cuppa. A lot of places are closed because it's, I think, maybe about 4:30. I was thinking maybe Soderbergh because I'm currently on Queensferry Road, but they've just closed there, I think. But I see Cairngorm Coffee, and they look open. So let's try and see if I can get some kind of hot drink and dry off for a little bit. Feeling so much better after my hot chocolate. Definitely needed that little sugar boost. It's still raining, but it's not too bad, so I think I'm just going to slowly head home and see what else we see along the way. I'm really pleased because I just thoroughly enjoyed that little photo walk. I have sort of topped up my photo bank, so I've got lots to share, hopefully, if they turn out okay. I've also been playing around with the shutter speed, which is something that I've never ever tried, but I saw a YouTube video about it, and I've really been enjoying playing around with sort of a static background, but the people are sort of moving, like there's movement with the blur, so I've really been enjoying that. I hope the photos turn out well. Anyway, I'm going to pop my headphones back in. I'm currently listening to the ABC Murders by Agatha Christie because that's actually one book that I haven't read of hers, so I think I'll listen to that on the way home or give my mum a phone and see what she's up to. So that's me back home. It's actually the next day and I just realised I forgot to film a little ending to that video because I teased, I think right at the end, that I found a book in the little library all about Edinburgh. It's called The Harper's Handbook to Edinburgh, and it actually has a sticker on it which is really cool. It says read books, which looks like a shop title, 27 Rayburn Place, which I think is kind of like Stockbridge's High Street if I'm not wrong. It says the complete guide to Scotland's capital, special 20-page city map section. And I'll film a little clip at some point to insert because I just picked up on a whim because I saw Edinburgh Book and I collect some Edinburgh books, and I thought that'd be really interesting. And this one I'm actually really impressed by. I had a good flick through it last night. There's so much detail. It starts off with a letter from Prince Philip, the Duke of Edinburgh at the time, and I find it so interesting because this was published, I think, 1981. Yeah, 1981. And he'd finished his little letter by saying, this book should serve both needs. In years to come, it will provide an invaluable record of Edinburgh in the 1980s. And before that, it talked about how it was a really good guide to Edinburgh in the 80s for people reading it at that time. And that's exactly how I feel about this book. Just flicking through it, it really feels like just a little time capsule into Edinburgh in the 80s. And some of the pictures, obviously we have some history. There's Burke and Hare, some about the church. There's also just really interesting law, some things about the old town I'm really interested in. There's a whole bit about Edinburgh Castle, which is so thorough. It's even got a map of inside the castle with numbers showing where you can go and what it was and the history. Like, there's multiple illustrations. I'm just so impressed and so glad that I just picked it up on a whim, because I always have a look at Edinburgh books when I'm in bookshops and that, and generally they're interesting, but they're more just historical, and books I already have quite similar to those. This is the Royal Mile, and it actually gives you a map, a very rough map of the Royal Mile, and then it's sectioned off into the pages that talk about each of the streets, because the Royal Mile is made up of 4 streets that run into each other. And then they talk about each of the streets, like Lawn Market, High Street, Canongate, Castle Hill. I'm just so interested. This is exactly my cup of tea. Look at that, like a whole diagram of the Holyrood Palace. I'm really going into detail, but anyway, it continues like that, and it talks about all the villages. It includes Leith, a little portion, Portobello, Swanston, Corstorphine. The Royal Botanic Gardens has also got a section, and then really fun at the end, there's actually adverts of the time, which just made me smile. There's Lyland Scott of Hawick. There was another funny advert. There was even cigarettes being advertised, which I just thought was so funny because you wouldn't get that nowadays. And at the back, that's when they have all the maps of different parts of the city. So I'm so pleased that this was in the Leith Walk Little Library. Very pleased to have it in my possession and adding it to my collection. Maybe one day I should do a collection of all my favourite Edinburgh books, actually, because I have quite a few. But anyway, thank you so much for joining me for that little wander. I had such a great time, and I'm actually waiting for Claire to come pick me up for a little adventure, which I don't think I'm filming because I'm just going over to their house for lunch, but I better get going. But I just wanted to finish the video and thank you all for watching, and I will see you all very soon. Bye.